Hey, I'm Juan Esteban Garcia, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to send hundreds or thousands of messages using the WhatsApp Business API. What I'm going to show you today is pretty powerful, and I do want to tell you that this is a new way that WhatsApp gave us to send these kind of messages. Well, not only to send messages, to do a lot of different things, but this is something that is mostly unknown by most businesses because most people are not aware of the new opportunities that the WhatsApp API opened for us. But in this video, I'm going to show you how to take advantage of this and how to do it easily and how to reach hundreds or thousands of people with just a few clicks. Let's get started. Okay, so in this video, what I'm going to show you, we can say that it's the continuation of a previous video that I have here in my channel, which is called How to Send Broadcast Messages Using the WhatsApp Business Cloud API. And in that video, if you have watched it, you have probably noticed that what I'm showing you there is pretty technical, and that's actually meant mostly for people who have knowledge about computers and about software development in general. And I've actually gotten a lot of comments from people saying that what I'm sharing there, yeah, it's pretty interesting and everything, but it's very complicated. It's actually pretty hard for you to follow along and to follow the instructions that I'm sharing there. And so basically what I'm going to show you here, it's a completely different, not completely different, but it's like the friendly way of following and doing everything that I show you in that video. But in this video, we're going to do it just clicking around, just making a few clicks here and there. You don't have to know anything about programming. You don't have to be technical at all. What I'm going to show you is going to be very, very easy. But again, it's like extremely powerful because not only we will be sending a lot of messages, but we will be sending highly customized messages, which makes it even more attractive because, you don't want to be just sending people messages to people. But sometimes when you get one of these generic messages, you can immediately tell that this is something that is probably being sent to a lot of people at once. But in this case, we're going to highly customize it. And enough talk. Let's actually get our hands dirty. Let me actually show you how to do this, and get ready, roll up your sleeves, because this is going to be fantastic. All right. Okay, so now that we are here, you can see that I'm using a tool called WhatsApp, and this is basically a solution that we prepare for all of you who were just tired of seeing me talking about these technical concepts. And this is just a very powerful tool that integrates with the WhatsApp API. And so in this case, since we will be sending a lot of messages, I actually want you to help me visualize or imagine that we are a marketing agency. In this particular case, we are a marketing agency called Social Vinix. And I'm sorry, I'm not very creative with this kind of names, but you get the point. So essentially, this is the kind of business that we will be representing in this video. But I do want you to know that you actually, it doesn't really matter if you are a marketing agency or not. You can be any kind of business. It's not going to make any difference at all, as long as you have some database of people or phone numbers that you will be contacting and sending your messages to. As long as you have that, you will be able to send. We're talking here about hundreds or thousands of messages, but it can actually be 10 people, 50 people, you name it. It doesn't make any difference at all. Having said that, you can see here that in my screen, I'm here in this contacts page. And so the first thing that we have to do, obviously, is that we need to load our database of contacts, because this is the people that we will be sending our messages to. And so, well, I have the ability here to create individual contacts, but as you have probably noticed, I'm a very lazy man. And so I'm not going to create them one by one. And instead, I have prepared here a database of contacts. So let me actually show you what I got here. And you see that, by the way, it's important for you to know that this is just a fake database. I'm not this is not real people. But even though this is a fake database, this is the only fake thing that you will be seeing in this video. The rest of the stuff is real. So I just want you to know that. And you see that here we are collecting. We have the first name, the last name, the email, the country code, and phone number. the labels, because in this case we want to label our contacts, because this is obviously going to help us to categorize and to segment each of these contacts, and it's going to make our lives easier when like as soon as we start sending our messages, it will be a lot easier for us to send specific messages to specific people, because specific communication is important in this case. We don't want to send a message to a lead that is supposed to be seen by a customer, and vice versa. And you see here that we also have some notes, which is irrelevant. It's just a bunch of random text. And we have here the company names and the websites. So now that you saw the database, let's actually import it. So I'm going to upload this file, and you see that here it lets me, like, it shows me all of the contacts that I have here. I actually have like 700 contacts here, which is I mean, a bunch of contacts, but in this case, just for the purpose of recording this video, I'm going to import all of this, and I'm going to save it. This is going to take a few seconds, but I do want you to know that if you have 50 contacts or 1,000 contacts or 10,000 contacts, it's not going to make any difference. You will still have a way to import all of those in the CRM's database. All right, so it just finished, and so you see here that it says that 706 contacts were imported. Let's see if it's actually true. It is. Okay, pretty cool. And you see that here we have some labels and everything. One thing that I do want to do is that, I mean, you see that all of these labels have the same color, and I tend to be a very visual person. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the color of these labels. Okay, so you can see here that I just finished changing the colors of all of these labels. And now if I go back here to manage contacts, well, you see that they look very colorful and pretty. And all right, so I think we're ready now. I mean, at this point, what we are going to do is I'm going to create a campaign, and I actually took the time of creating a template in advance. And with this template, this is actually the template that we will be sending to our customers and to the people that you will be contacting. And you see here that I actually prepared it beforehand, and it's just a standard message. And let me actually give a name to this campaign. It's going to be test campaign for my dear YouTube friends. That's silly, I know, but I do love you guys. And here in the header, you see that in the header we are supposed to upload an image. This is just the way that I created the image. And you see that here we are using this thumbnail, this one right here that says, "We are Social Vinix. We help you get people lining up to do business with you." And by the way, I'm all of these images are created by Felipe, which is our designer. And so thank you, Felipe, for taking the time to create all of these graphics. Okay, so you see here that this is the actual text message that we are sending, and you see that in the body there are some dynamic variables, and we actually have 1, 2, 3 dynamic variables, and these are variables that we're going to use to customize and to personalize the actual message that we are sending. And so you see that it says hey, and in this first variable it's actually used the name. I want to use the first name. So, hey Juan, or hey John, or whatever, we are Social Vinix and we want to help you grow your business. And here we actually want to type the business name. And so this is actually, you see here that I'm using these dynamic placeholders. And so this is actually going to replace this with whatever information we have in the database. But if you wanted to actually type a name, it's still going, you're still going to be able to do it. So I just want you to know that. So I'm going to replace this with the company name, and here we want to replace this with the website. Okay, so we got name, company, website. And you see here we've been analyzing your website, and we have an idea that will help you attract more leads and present your offer to them in a much better way. Press the more info button if you are interested in learning more. And so you see here that we have a button, which is this one, more info, and whenever someone clicks on that button, it will automatically trigger a response, and we're going to get a message in our system. We're going to see this in action in a moment. Okay, so here we have the contacts, and you see that we have the ability to filter either by label or by individual contacts. And so if I choose individual contacts, you see here that it shows me all of the different contacts that I have in my system. But I'm not going to filter this one by one, and instead I have prepared a label called interest. So you see here that I'm actually sending this message to only 5 people because this is just a test, and I want to show you here how it works. But I do want you to know that we have people sending this to hundreds and literally thousands and tens of thousands of people using this method that I'm showing you here. So I want you to be aware of that. But just for the sake of this video, we're only going to send it to 5 people, okay? And so you see here that we have the ability to schedule our message, and we can either send it immediately or we can send it later. And in this case, I'm actually going to choose send later because it's actually pretty cool that I can schedule this and I don't have to be in front of my computer whenever I want to send a message. And with this, I can simply schedule this for a specific day. Let's say that we have a special promo or a special sale coming up this Tuesday or this Monday or something. I can simply schedule this for, let's say, Sunday, and that way people will get the message on time and yeah, whenever I want to. And so in this case, I'm going to schedule it for today. And you see that right now it's 4:15 p.m. So 4, and let's actually schedule this for 4:17 p.m. because I want to have a couple of minutes just in case. And well, that's it. Let's actually schedule it for 4:16 p.m. Doing that, and you see that here and you see that here the campaign is ready, and this is actually scheduled for 5 people. And if I click here where it says view messages log, then you see that it shows me here the content, and you see that actually I just got the message. Let's see if it's true. Yeah, I just did. And if I go here to chat, then you see that like a bunch of other, well, not a bunch, 5 people also got the same message. And you see that this is actually the one that I'm interested in. You see that it says, hey Juan, we are Social Vinix and we want to help you grow your business. West Inc. Okay, this is a made up name. And get a ton more clients. We've been analyzing your website, keen.com, and we have an idea that will help you attract more leads and present your offer to them in a much better way. And so you see that using this, like, I'm actually able to reach a lot of people. And so this is the message that I get. So let's pretend that I'm the customer and I say, no, this is, oh my God, you're going to help me get a ton more clients. This is, wow. No, I want to get more info. And so I just click here and more info. And as soon as I do that, you see that I also received the same message here on WhatsApp, on WhatsApp. And like if I wanted to continue the conversation, I can say, okay, we got this for you, buddy. And I can send this, and you see that I just got it. And so, like with this, you're actually able to continue a conversation. And again, like you can even have a chatbot here. It's not completely necessary for you to be handling the communication manually. And it's possible instead to have a chatbot running, which is simply going to, whenever you get a notification, like it can actually continue the conversation, and you can automate a lot of things in the regular conversation that you have with your clients. So if you're interested in learning more about a chatbot, I do want you to know that I have a video. Actually, that video right now is in Spanish. I just remembered that, but I will be recording pretty soon the English version of that video, and I'll be showing you how to create a chatbot for your business using WhatsApp. In the meantime, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you gain a lot of benefit from this. If you are interested in using WhatsApp in your business, I'm going to leave a comment in this video. You're going to find there a link where you can actually create your own account and start playing with it. One last thing that I want to say, and this is more of an apology that I have for you guys who follow us in English, for all of you, our English speakers, and is that most of the content on WhatsApp is actually on Spanish. We are in the process of translating it to English, and so I just want to tell you that in advance. Hopefully by the time you're watching this video, the content is already translated and everything. The tool in general is already in English, but the actual website it's in Spanish, so I just want you to be aware of that. But you'll still be able to create an account. I'm going to drop a comment here with the link, and you can take it from there and create your own account. Thank you so much, and till the next time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.